This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
NordVPN. Get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMA Nuts. Nectar Sleep, the last mattress you'll ever need. Get free sheets, mattress protector, and pillows with code GWFIT. Drift Air Freshener, the freshest air freshener with no harmful chemicals. Save 15% off with code INGO15. Watch Shop, from high-quality watches to elegant jewelry. Save 35% off with code MMA35. Defense Soap. Everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMA Nuts to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts episode 592.
592.
My name's Ingo Michael.
Macro MMA show by fans for fans. Walk line. Tweet serious and ridiculous. What's going on over there?
Ho ho ho. Happy
Right,
post-Christmas.
Hey, I got a new shirt. Check this out.
Rock, paper, scissors, throat punch. I love it. Where'd you find that?
I don't know. My wife got that for me. She
That's a
knows.
nice one. She knows you well.
She knows someone's gonna get throat punched. God damn it.
That's pretty funny. I like
all
it.
good.
It looks cozy.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. She's like, I
Unlike
gotta get you out
Chicago.
of the normal ones you wear. Yeah, no shit, right? It's a little chilly out here. Like I was just telling you, I was on vacation in St. Thomas, got back, and my pipes had froze while I was out. Luckily, the water came back. No issues. I will not be going back to St. Thomas.
No.
Like I was saying, you drive on the left-hand side, that's totally fine, but it's so fucking sketchy with the speed. The max speed limit is probably 30. You're probably averaging 15 miles an hour, but the roads are so tight, and it's one lane going this way, one lane going that way. And if you've ever driven in San Francisco, imagine San Francisco on steroids. That's what it felt like out there.
That's
Very
pretty
scary.
wild.
Cars sliding sometimes on some of the inclines. So
Yeah.
very stressful just to go like 3 miles. But it was very relaxing. So I'm back. I'm relaxed. It was like,
Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, I had a question. I can wait.
no, I'm good.
St. Thomas, is it French? European French immigrants? Is that what kind of language do they speak? Is it mostly English?
No, it was all English. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know, like, if all the locals, if they're just working in tourist type positions, because
Yeah.
I mean that seems like what the big thing is there, pretty much is just
Yeah.
tourism. So, and I couldn't believe I've never seen a cruise ship up close. Fuck me,
Massive.
I
yeah.
think it was like, the boat is just big enough on its own, and then I just counted the floors of the boat. I think I counted 13 different floors, and that's not including like the base of the boat, where if you had to count floors on that might be another 10 floors. So I'm like, what the fuck? This is like a skyscraper on the water. Insane.
It's really nuts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like 2 or 3 of those were in one of the ports when we drove by, and like, this doesn't make sense. There's no way in hell I'm going on that fucking thing, because that doesn't look safe. Like, there's not enough boats. It's not Titanic.
You're dead, basically.
Fuck yeah.
If it goes down, you're done.
Yeah,
It's
so.
too massive. But it's so massive, you hope it doesn't ever go down. That's kind of like the
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. It seems insane. It's insane. Yeah, so I'm back. I just missed watching the Bears game on the airplane, because like you're flying out over the ocean, you have no internet, and then right when it came back on, you had access to, I think, DirecTV. So I was watching some other football game. I don't remember who. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm watching football live on an airplane.
Yeah.
Technology, man. It's cool.
Everywhere. You can do anything nowadays, Pretty soon we don't even have phones. They'll just be like wired in.
It probably will be.
That's
So
gonna be
the
awesome.
Bears did not fare well, huh?
I mean, they're like 0-8 right in the last.
Yeah,
8
but
or so.
we want that, right? We want that draft pick. I think they're slotted at number 2 right now.
I just think you pull Fields out though for the last couple of games. Let
Makes
him
sense.
recover. Don't let him play anymore.
Don't do any run plays. He doesn't have. I mean, he already is like over 1,000 yards for the season.
Yeah.
Set whatever record. So, yeah, that makes sense. You want to keep him safe and then build the weapons and see what happens. Same thing with the Blackhawks. It's interesting that they're both in full tank mode, the Bears and the Blackhawks, both hoping to get super high draft pick. So
yeah,
we'll see how it plays out.
we
Hopefully
will
good.
see how it plays out. So we've had a couple of weeks off. I don't even know what you want to talk about first. I have a headline story, which is sad. We could just briefly mention.
Sure.
I don't know if you saw this, but
I did.
Stephan Bonner, the man we both knew very well from his MMA career and had that epic fight, on Spike TV that started the whole thing. He died over the weekend at age 45. Some sort of a heart issue, it seems, or it's really unclear. I don't know if you've dug deeper, but I couldn't find much as far as some sort of heart complications while he was at work. So
yeah, and that's like, I don't know how many people died in the past year in MMA, but a lot of guys are dying young, like 30s and 40s of weird shit. So,
yeah, wasn't he the one that was having some problems 6-7 months ago? Like he was in the headlines and supposedly he's trying to like get pain meds or something. And
yeah, I think he had a lot of shit going on that wasn't all good after he had left the UFC. So he was having, and I mean, it's just probably on a bunch of the fighters too, because you take a bunch of punches to the head, you're not gonna be quite right. But it's tough when he's like one of the guys that helped get the sport fucking really going. If that fight between him and Forrest on Tough doesn't happen, I don't think the UFC is what it is today without that fight. There's no fucking way, because it was struggling until that, and then that fight kind of set everything on its course. And it wasn't the most technical, but it was two guys that wanted to get into fucking UFC and were hungry. And then like watching, the Ultimate Fighter shows and just thinking back to that, and it even ties back into, he was on the call for this fight almost 12 years ago. I'm going to turn the sound off, where he had the Showtime kick.
Oh shit, yeah. That was 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't that insane?
That doesn't feel like 12 years ago.
And then he's on the broadcast going, "Oh my God, Pettis is doing fucking ninja shit." And I don't know if Bonner got the gig because Frank Mir got fired because he said he wanted Brock Lesnar to die in the octagon, and then they fired him. And then maybe Bonner got in.
I don't remember
something like that,
why he was there, but I do remember Frank Mir saying that. So
exactly. And like, you think about what guys say now, I'm like, that's so mild what he said and what you could say now. But I think that's because they were just still trying, like, we got to get on a major network. We can't have a guy fucking saying bullshit. But I mean, it was WEC. Like, what the fuck? You can't say that over there?
No, apparently not. Nice.
So
that's going on well.
Thirsty.
I see that.
I'm gonna quench my thirst. There was an interview with Nick Diaz. He was saying, you can see me back on top in 2023. I'm making a comeback. I'm gonna be quicker than ever, stronger than ever, better than ever. I'm just gonna be a whole new me. Whoever is on top at that time, preferably Israel Adesanya, if he gets his title back, talking about he wants to fight him potentially. Like, how do you think that goes if he can work his way back up? I think he probably needs a couple fights before he gets there. But
Nick Diaz, I was just trying to find his record because I don't remember the last couple of fights.
Well, he had that Robbie Lawler debacle where he basically couldn't train, and then
the Anderson Silva, one of the greatest first rounds in the history of MMA, the laying down shit.
Yeah,
that was in 2015 though. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see. It's forever ago. It's like 7 years ago he fought, and it doesn't feel like 7 years. This is crazy. And Robbie Lawler was almost two and a half years ago. So
that's fucking insane. Like, time is going fast.
This dude isn't young anymore. I love him. Him and his brother, but I'm just not feeling very good about a return being anything super spectacular. He's 40, I think, next year. So,
well, I think he could do all right, but I think he also needs favorable matchups. I mean, the Robbie Lawler fight made sense. It's just his body wasn't physically ready to fight. He just needed money.
Yeah.
So
need to get himself in shape. Well, I'll be watching it, of course. But
yeah, and then speaking of guys that shouldn't be fighting, I think Bigfoot Silva just signed up for his 49th fight.
Oh,
I forgot when it's happening. Maybe in March. But fuck, man. I don't know. Someone's got to put a kibosh on that shit. Like, I don't understand it, but I get you need to make money, but there's a line. I think it's 13 losses in a row or whatever he's on. The Baker's doesn't,
Yeah.
Hard to say.
Hard to say.
What else is going on out there?
Well, I mean, there was a UFC just before Christmas that I think Cannonier and Strickland were headlining, but I don't necessarily want to talk about that. But I was curious to know if you saw this fight between Rafa Garcia and Maheshate, this crazy ass cut that apparently took hours to stop.
Ooh, I'm in for hours.
Yeah, so here, I got some video. Apparently, even this was after the fight had already happened. I believe he's at the hospital and they still can't get this. Look at this thing. He's just dripping blood still.
Yeah, he's hit an artery or something.
Yeah. Apparently he nicked an artery and it wouldn't stop. They had to do all kinds of shit. He had lost like 20% of his blood or something crazy.
Well, they probably should put a little more pressure on that than just a piece of gauze lightly stuck to his head. Like, crazy. Fuck. I like I told you, I got hit with a lead pipe and like I got a huge, gash on my head. But I was putting pressure on it because mine was just the same scenario, just spewing blood out. Like that's what happens. You got to put some serious pressure on that.
No bueno, huh?
Yeah, and then have I don't remember, they had like a plastic surgeon, but they had to sew the artery back together with like 27 stitches, and then you got to do the inside first, and then do the the skin second. So
yeah,
but pressure is your friend, and it's just anything on the head. Usually, just you bleed like a motherfucker, and if you hit an artery, you're
there,
like, pumping loads out. It's all good. I saw this Stephan Wonderboy Thompson doing leg kicks on someone. I want to put a little bit of volume on this.
Yeah, let's see it.
But it's just crazy because it doesn't look like he's putting a lot of power into these, but he's doing so much damage.
It's lumping. You can feel like
these guys are crazy. Why would he let anyone let him do that?
Right there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but it wasn't even like that hard. Maybe it is. I can't tell. Maybe he did tee him off on that second one.
I think that second one was pretty good. he got some torque behind that one.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I don't know.
Ouch. I would not let anyone do that. That guy's crazy.
No, because he's also taking him in the back of the leg, and he's not bracing. So that's why he was probably running away like, motherfucker. It's so unprotected right there. Ah, fuck off with that shit.
Ouch.
Yes. I saw Sage Northcutt. He is ready. He's back and ready for action. You remember he had his like face broken in one of his fights.
Yes.
And I guess apparently he's a little back on the stuff. On the somethings.
So he's now a bodybuilder.
Yeah, I think he's just got all those genes and allegedly drugs from his dad. That's not drug free. There's no fucking way. That's always the clue. Is that fucking jaw and the traps and the thick ass fucking neck. Was he fighting at? Like, I don't even. What does he weigh here? This is 200,
185. Was he fighting 45? He was a 45er, right? Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
It's been so long, but fuck.
Yeah, maybe close to 200. That's huge.
And then I saw someone else trying to follow in his footsteps.
Oh no.
I'm
afraid what you're.
No, you're okay.
Okay.
Look at Cowboy.
Damn.
Look at the jawline, the neck, and the traps.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's fighting at 55, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, didn't he just retire and he's just doing movies? So you do whatever the fuck you want, right? You give a shit. Do all the juices. Speaking of juices, we should probably talk about sponsors.
Yeah, we should do that. And then I have a cowboy video to share with you. Let's do that. Let's talk about Manscaped. It's never too early or too late in this case to play holiday music, and it's never too early to start thinking about gifts any time of the year, whether it's for a friend or the friends in your pants. You can make this season a season to
I
be
like
jolly.
friends in my pants. Can I have like pant gnomes going to town on my balls?
Perfect. A little clicker that lights up their noses. Beep, beep.
That's fine.
Do your little drummer boy a favor and use the Lawnmower 4.0 to avoid another silent night in the bedroom. Then add in Manscaped's top-of-the-line shower products to have the people thinking, all I want for Christmas is you. Santa cares about his sack, and so should you. Look nice when you get naughty by going to manscaped.com/MMA-nuts for free shipping and 20% off.
That's right. It's all about their sack. I feel like they're going to have something coming up in the near future that I'm not sure if I could talk about yet, but you could probably get an idea. I'm just saying. So the Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. It has everything needed to help you deck the halls from face to balls, just in time for mistletoe season, which is still just around the corner. Mistletoe, camel toe, whichever toe you want to promote, you can do that.
That's right. And just remember, 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. Manscaped, get your jingle balls ready for the next season of holidays.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Well, you also have New Year's Eve right around the corner. Sometimes people deliver presents. And speaking of presents, let's talk about Blue Chew. That's right, to the face. He delivers the facial. Let's talk about Blue Chew. The nights are getting longer, but the breeze isn't the only thing that's getting stiff. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, we all know that confidence can take you far in life. That's especially true in the bedrooms, especially when it's time to step up to the plate. That's where Blue Chew comes in.
Yes, it's a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. The process is simple. Just sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. It's all done online, folks.
It's all secret, squirrel.
Super secret.
No one knows. It's so secret. I don't even know what's going on. I just know this. It's stiff. It's like you're gonna, I don't know what you want to call that. Is it the home wrecker?
Yes, the man
something
maker,
like that,
or the lady killer.
Thank you. I was like, what?
The man maker.
I don't know what's going on.
Wait a minute, it doesn't work.
Strike that, reverse it. Sometimes you have to go in reverse to go forward. I don't know. But anyway, so if you can benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, chew it and do it. Have better sex. We got a special deal for our listeners. You can try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code MMA-nuts at checkout. You just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code MMA-nuts to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Yes,
thank you, Blue Chews.
Thank you.
Back to the show.
Back to the show. I want to share with you this Cowboy Cerrone clip, apparently, since we were just talking about him.
Yes.
He was at a rodeo. Did you see this?
No.
I'll enable sound. Maybe. Let me know if it's too loud. Here he is. Talking to one of the rodeo guys. He's like, I got you. Bam!
We gotta go.
Right, that's it. Hey, we gotta go. UNO Cowboy 2023. It's happening. It's happening. Come on, Donnie.
I can't afford no more fight. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Crazy
That's
Cowboys.
Bad acting.
Super bad acting.
What's going on?
Can you believe some people watched this and thought it was real? There were comments on Instagram and other places where some people
punches would have
real.
been thrown. He wouldn't have like Buffalo Billed him through the fucking table.
They're acting, but you know.
Yeah. With that is the worst manager guy ever.
Hold me back.
Oh my God. What did you do? I can't pay a fine. Yeah, that's wild. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, speaking of the giving season, I saw ESPN is giving UFC fans a nice gift for 2023.
Oh, yes.
By raising the price of the pay-per-view to $79.99, up from $74.99. So now I forgot what the total is. Someone totaled it out. I think it's $1,160 to have the ESPN Plus prescription. That's right. The prescription that you alls need.
Yes.
And to buy all the pay-per-views, it's like $1,160 per year. So basically with the increase in price, that's $16 per fight for the pay-per-view.
That's a lot.
It sure is.
Oh my God.
What are we doing? And I think they said this is the 4th time ESPN has raised the price since this deal. And it's just, you're just adding insult to injury at this point, because they know, like, we can just keep doing this. I don't know where the break point is for people, but every time they raise it, I always say, I feel like we're at the break point.
Mm-hmm.
I
think we keep saying that, but we keep paying. So it's like,
yeah, well, we don't have a choice, but like the average person does. And I the people that benefit from this the most is just the UFC, like, because you're making ESPN the bad guy now.
Yes,
because it's their service. We can't control what they're charging.
No.
And I get it, because right. But I thought the UFC is like the most profitable thing for ESPN. Like, maybe the pay-per-views aren't delivering, but it's got to be pretty lucrative for them, because like, how many people are signing up? How much are you taking of the pay-per-view? Like, you got to be getting, even if you're not getting 1 million people buying the pay-per-view, you're still probably getting the lion's share, because I forget what it was back in the day with, like, say the Comcast or the regular cable providers. Weren't they taking half the fucking money or something egregious?
Yeah, I think it's around there, 45 or 50%. So maybe,
and they
even
had the
60,
hard
40.
cutoff at midnight. Like,
Yep.
We got to get the fights done. I mean, that's the part I miss, because there was good pacing. Like, it was 3 hours and you have to squeeze it all in. Now they're just like, let's just fucking run it. Like, it's 1:30 in the morning, we're still fucking fighting. Like, I don't have time for this shit, man.
I liked it better when they cut it off. I never understood why there was a cutoff, but
because they would have to either, I don't know if they pay extra or out the ass, but there was like, it's a hard cutoff at midnight. Like, I don't think they ever ran past. I think it's midnight and out on cable. Yeah, which I do miss.
I miss those days.
There's no incentive. Now it's just like, let me face fuck you with all of our commercials and ads. And how many ads can you get in the octagon? How many ads can you make John Anik read during the fucking broadcast? He's like, I got to get 3 in per fucking thing. And then at the main event, you got Bruce Buffer giving you 2 more. Like, my ass is bleeding because you guys are just drilling it in the whole time. It's not always bad, but it's a lot.
It is
a lot to take in. What else is going on out there?
Well, I have a little update from our friend Holly Holm and her friends.
Ooh, I like this.
Just wanted to send you a little bit of love. Here you go.
Now, who's her friend?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Well, I just don't like that flavor. I like her friend flavor.
There you go. Hey, there's more to it. They're all in there. They're just doing their thing. So life is good. Here they are again.
Nice.
Nonstop. So I think it repeated. I forgot.
It's all good. You could just keep. You can see, that's the stuff the UFC should face fuck us with. Not ads. It's gotta be beautiful women
just dancing, doing their thing.
Doing their thing. That's all it is.
Like 2 minutes went by. It felt like 10 seconds. So, it's like, bam.
That's right. So I saw this guy the other day. I need to get your feedback on this. So they said Zion Clark making his MMA debut. That's right. You heard me. Debut the other day. I've got some clips from that little shindig. I'll turn the volume off. What do you think about this? Now, let me go back a little bit.
Come on, little man.
Oh, did someone just say, come on, little man?
They did.
That's egregious.
What do I think about this? I think as weird as this sounds, the guy with no legs has an advantage in some ways here.
He does, and you'll see it, because can you kick him to the head right now, or is he a grounded opponent?
He's grounded.
And like, look at, he's trying to put him in guard here. Yeah, he's a slippery fuck. That doesn't work.
Yeah, none of the moves work. So how do you?
No,
you don't have the legs to.
Right, and he is going to be like twice as strong as you, because he's used to walking around on his arms and all that jazz. And I think it's the same thing like the Nick Newell, who's missing an arm. It's like he's got advantages and disadvantages. So I'll say it once and I'll say it again. I think it's got to be like a ride at Great America. You need 2 arms and 2 legs to ride this ride. It's the same thing in MMA, or you have to fight someone who has the exact opposite or the same thing. He has to fight just a guy that's 2 legs and a head or something.
Yes, I have no legs. I have no legs. Remember that from Coming to America? The guy's out there.
I don't.
Yeah, we don't remember.
It's all good.
Maybe not Coming to America. It's one of those Eddie Murphy movies where he played a guy that had no legs.
Trading Places.
Yeah, Chevy Chase was in it, I think, right? Or
yes.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Anyways, dating myself, but yes,
that's how good.
That's what that reminds me of. Is that movie?
It also reminds me of like a horror film. Like I don't know. It just seems creepy when he's running around. Like I'm getting scared, a little bit freaked out, and I'm super uncomfortable.
Yes.
So that's probably my problem. Why I don't want to see this. It just. Yeah, I just don't know where that guy's gonna go. Like, how many people are gonna take that fight? It's a lose-lose to fight that guy.
You beat a guy with no legs, or you lost to a guy with no legs. Either way,
right?
You're fucked.
It's not good. It's like in high school when they're forcing the boys to wrestle the girls. Like it's a lose-lose for the boys.
Yeah,
because if you beat the girl, you should have beat her, and if you lose, you lost to a girl. Like, let's not put people in these fucked up situations. So,
right.
Or twice as fucked up. I don't know. Let someone have a chainsaw. I don't know why, but let's look at KO. I think BKFC was doing like a little KO of the year, and just watch the amount of water that comes out of this dude's mouth. Like,
wow,
what the fuck is going on? Starburst, quench your thirst.
Yeah, I don't get that part.
There's a lot of fucking liquids. It was a hell of a knockout. Like, bam. But did he just have a mouthful of water looking for a spit take? I don't get that. Or did he throw up when he got punched?
Yeah, but that seems like really fast.
I know.
It's almost like he had the water in his mouth for effect or something. It's
or
almost
that
like
was
he knew
in.
He was going to get knocked out.
Right? Yeah, I'm just going to hold out this water in my mouth, and then you're going to hit me really hard and knock me out, and then I'm going to piss it all out in my mouth full. So that was weird. What else is happening?
Well, let me introduce you to the wild world of sport, combat, juggling. Have you seen this?
No, I'm in for it. Oh, okay. This I can get behind. I can juggle.
So apparently you can juggle, and then you can also hit each other in the freaking head with the juggles somehow.
Come on, I can. Do I have to drop them, or can I skull fuck people like a club?
Combat juggling here. I don't know. This looks bananas. I feel.
I'm fucking in, Ingo. I'm fucking in. I'll fuck someone up.
I don't understand the rules, but it's just.
I feel like, can I kick him in the groin? No,
I'm not sure.
Club him. I'm gonna fuck someone up. I'll do a bowling pin. Like I got throat punched. I'm and they have like Christmas colors.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, fuck you and your little fucking club.
You can throw your combat. I guess you can't.
I guess you're trying to knock his club out of the way, but if you happen to skull fuck him, that's on him, not you.
Oh, good. Look at this guy. He's like, "Ooh, I got you. It's still in the air."
Trying to go high.
Anyways,
I like this.
This goes on for days. So
I'm in.
I don't know. Looks interesting.
I'm gonna start training tomorrow.
You're gonna train.
You're back in the game.
Okay.
What do? I'm a combat juggler. What do you do for a hobby? I fuck people up with clubs and juggling like a clown. Let's do some ice fights. There was a good KO over the past couple of weeks. We have the guys on ice doing fights like MMA, but with gloves.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird one because I thought the guy in white looked like he was winning, and then all of a sudden he gets shut off. And that's a wrap.
Damn.
Ice fights.
That was nasty. That was a
straight out of Russia.
Nice straight. Just went bam.
It goes like right in his pie hole. Like eventually. Like hang on. Oh, dead.
Too much damage right on the chin there.
Yeah.
Wow.
pie hole
Impressive.
action.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a UFC fighter showing a little rear naked choke defense from a lady friend. I don't know how loud this is going to be, but we'll see.
She told me she knows how to get out of the front.
He's playing music, so I got to turn this off. Rear naked choke locked up, and she's going to town on his fucking kick and balls. But he didn't let go of the choke, so I don't know how effective this is, Ingo. He should have really squeezed that, because she's really squeezing that.
I think I wonder if who would be quicker. I think you might be able to choke them out faster than they could.
Yeah,
balls off.
it's 5 seconds. Yeah, because I'm just gonna squeeze harder if you grab my fucking balls, because that's gonna hurt and everything's gonna clench up like, nah, motherfucker. It's all good. Yeah. What else is going on out there?
Let's see what else. Oh, interview recently. Gordon Ryan, grappling.
Yes.
Ace talking to, I believe, Ariel Helwani about, at one point he had thought about going to the UFC. He would still like to compete in MMA or whatever, but he's making like twice as much money as he ever could, if not triple as much, just grappling. Do you buy that story? Is he making? Can those grapplers make money?
It would depend. I mean, he's probably the number one draw, right?
Yeah,
like he's probably the top guy. So yeah,
he is.
I think it's possible. And then sponsors, like he's the top jiu-jitsu guy, right? If you think of someone right now, probably him.
Yeah.
So I would say that's possible. It's feasible. I saw him and the mountain grappling, but it's not as impressive because he's so like jacked up, and he's got a better chance. But obviously, if you're going to grapple the mountain, you're going to want to use more technique than strength. But strength surely helps in that scenario, because I thought there was video of Dustin Poirier grappling with the mountain, and Poirier was doing just fine, because you got to use technique with a big motherfucker like that. But there is a point where
yes, you do.
You're too big, and your technique ain't gonna help. No. Like when a man is gonna like grapple a woman. So
when you're like 200 pounds heavier and athletic.
Yes. And then we'll go back to this female strike force, because I didn't realize some of this action. So I know we showed this a few weeks ago about whatever's going on here. So they have Savannah Fox versus Lucy Power. I think this is just like they don't actually fight. It's just like, how hot do you think the one is versus the other? Oh. So if you look up this Lucy Power, I didn't know she was the winner of Best Anal 2022. She's an adult entertainer, and I gotta blur all this shit out. Fuck. Don't look over here, guys.
Oh my god.
Anyways, stop that. I should have looked over there before I shared that.
Oh no, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't know until I saw it. So anyway, there's stuff happening, and while we're on that theme, let's talk. Kay Hansen was talking about her OnlyFans page, and she said, I feel like a lot of people knock it, and I understand everyone has their opinion, but at the end of the day, it allows me to make the training schedule I want. I don't have to get another job working 9 to 5, you know what I mean? So it allows me to structure my camps and focus on what really matters, and that's fighting. So I think we just have to thank the UFC for a lot of this, is that they are not paying fighters enough. So you're forcing fighters to get more creative in how they make their money.
Yes. Right? And usually for females, it seems like it involves wearing less clothing.
Yeah. And then I'll take it over to Paige Van Zant. So she has really stepped up her game on her little fan site. So let's see. She's introducing my big spender reward program. You heard me. So $5,000 a month, you can get panties, a kiss card, a VIP video, and a used sex toy.
Wow.
I don't know who it's been used on, but anyway, apparently you can get a backpack that says weak pullout game on it too.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's confusing.
Well, let's talk about the price. I feel that's egregious.
Yeah, but I think she gets that.
I know she does. That's what's crazy. I don't know. Is this good or bad? I have to think it's good.
I'm on the fence.
She's furthering the sport that she's no
Uh-huh.
longer in. I don't know.
I don't know. Confusing.
I need a certificate of authenticity. Like, if you're gonna shell out $5,000, I need to see whatever that is being used, and then I don't know how you verify you're getting that, because it could just be used on her boyfriend, and then you've gotten something funky for 5,000. Yeah, right. I don't want to be tricked, but I also don't want to pay 5,000. So, in fact, I don't even want that from anyone. So you can just keep that shit to yourself. So I was just saying, here's where the state of OnlyFans is at for some of these ladies. They're offering big deals for big things, I guess.
Yes.
What else is
you
happening?
find your market.
Yeah. And then you ride it hard.
Yes.
Till the wheels come off.
Speaking of riding hard, Jake Shields ran into Mike Jackson a couple days back, and there's a video of them. Jake was on top of Jackson for some time. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Yeah, they're at the Performance Institute, the UFC Performance Institute.
Can somebody get this motherfucker on me?
That's Mike Jackson on the bottom. Not happy. Jake's trying to
of course he's going to take him down, right? Not fucking try to handle it standing up.
Took him down and smacked him around a little bit. Apparently these two have beef going back, talking to, Jackson's calling him a Nazi, and there's like racist slurs flying around. And I don't know, Jake, he's been in altercations in the past. He's not
just, it sounds like two scumbags found each other and probably got, and the problem is, it's not like Mike Jackson's a good fighter.
No.
So hence why he's on the bottom.
Yes.
So I get it. Let's do a little tweet of the week.
Please.
Got 3 things here. I don't know what it is. Here we go. Apparently, Phoenix police officer, aka porn star King Nutalot, he's under investigation for filming porn on duty. Is that a problem? Can't King Nutalot fucking do what he wants? He's the king, goddammit! He's the king!
How can he be that king and also a police officer at the same time? I think those are conflict of interest. I don't think you can do that.
Well, King Nutalot can do whatever he wants.
Wow.
Hey, I love sucking dicks with my butthole. That's what you want your lady to be.
Do you have like a website you pull these from every week?
Nah, it's just the same person.
Okay.
And then I think this might be my favorite. This is from Gus Lives again on Twitter. He said, Superman is what? Superman is coming in Supergirl October 10th on the CW.
Good for him.
Yeah, he should, right?
It's about damn time.
Does he kill the woman? That's always been the question. If everything's so super, how can he control?
Because she's also super.
Well, in that case, yes, but Lois Lane is going to get fucking blasted.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You never know. I wasn't there.
I don't know these things yet.
It's not on OnlyFans yet, but maybe soon.
Yeah, it'll be there. You got anything else before we hit knowledge?
Nope, just some knowledge.
All right, let's hit some knowledge. What you got?
All right. I just saw yesterday, actually, because for shits and giggles, this movie, Triangle of Sadness, is being touted as the perfect comedy for our times. Woody Harrelson's in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those dark comedies they talk about what's happening right now in some way, with the rich class and the poor class. And it's just an interesting play. I think, let me just warn you, if you're going to watch this, and I think you might like it, but you have to be in an altered state, because I think if not that, you might be like, what's going on? It's weird. I highly recommend it.
Altered states are good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was telling you, I was in St. Thomas. I saw this shirt on the wall. My penis huge. St. Thomas. Oh my God, take a picture of this. I don't know what the fuck. What kind of stores am I shopping in?
I'm surprised you didn't buy that.
With my daughters. I'm not gonna fucking get that. And another t-shirt. Hey, eat pussy while it's still legal. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
And then we'll close on whatever the hell this is. Oh, this is from Barstool Sports. It's a little PSA. Be careful what you when you stick an ornament or a candy cane up your pussy or your butthole. I didn't know that was a thing on Christmas. We're sticking ornaments. Ornaments are very fragile.
Yeah, they could break. Not a good idea.
Candy canes, you should be all right.
Maybe.
I think a candy cane is safest. Well, depends. I've seen some pretty girthy candy canes in the day.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it's all about.
So the next time we meet, it'll be 2023.
It's true.
Any New Year resolutions in your future?
No, I don't play that game. I just do my own thing. So you?
Same.
Yeah.
Fuck all that noise.
No, you should have your own plan and
That's
just
right.
do it. It doesn't have to be a special time of year where I gotta reset and say I'm gonna do this and not do it.
I like to look back for around this time for a year and go, what happened? Was it a good, bad?
Right.
Overall,
Indifferent.
You know? I don't know.
I saw some stuff,
Yes.
Things happened. Some good, some bad.
Yep. Cool.
That's how it is.
So I guess that's been this edition of MMA Nuts, the last one for 2022. Happy New Year,
That's right,
everyone. My name is Evan Weigel.
Happy New Year's. Matt Griffith, thanks for playing.